Well,
No.
I'm prompting you to give ideas to scientists out there for their submission.
Yes.
And I mustn't do that.
No, you can. That's what we want to do, to get people gingered,
Interested.
towards solving this problem. So you can target the mosquito. But the problem with that is that you genetically modify the male. Okay, and then the issue of putting them into the atmosphere, and then how do they compete with the mosquitoes in the wild? Those are serious questions. So you find out that that alone will not actually solve the problem. It will help, I mean, especially when you have an endemic area where the population of mosquitoes is quite high, especially during the rainy season. So you then want to target the parasite. There's a lot of work going on to target the parasite. For example, the parasite is in the mosquito. It doesn't affect the mosquitoes because if it does, they will be dead. So it doesn't. It's when they bite us that they transmit the malaria. So there's a lot of work going on that. And people are also looking at the various stages that the malaria goes through, in the egg, the larva. So what they do is that they apply insecticides. Insecticide, we all know now, is a danger sometimes to crops, to our own very existence. So we are trying to use new technologies to tackle the problem, and you then use microbes to kill the larva. So there are all kinds of strategies.
Prof, it's remarkable that at this time when the government is talking about refocusing on science education and all of that, that the NLNG decided to resuscitate this prize. But this theme we're looking at, do you think it will in any way push scientists, both young and old, back to the laboratories to come up with other innovations besides just focusing on?
No, the scientists have always been in laboratories. You know, they have always been there. If you go to the universities, but there's no resources for them to work with at the highest level. At the highest level, you need a lot of resources. That's lacking. But they are there, you know, because they are universities. For you to get advancement in the university system, you have to publish. So the scientists are there. But if you look at malaria, let's look at it in the broad sense. If you just look at, if we focus on the mosquito as a way of extermination, then you realize that, okay, you are breeding genetically modified mosquito. So you need geneticists. You need people that expertise are in insect technology. Then you are then moving this into the environment. You need mathematicians to find out the optimum way of getting that. So it's an interdisciplinary subject. But people don't realize that because they think, oh, it's a biology. It's not biology. It's biology, it's mathematics, it's engineers, it's this and that. So and because universities are disciplinary oriented, they hold on to their various disciplines and guide it. That also is a problem in the examination program.
Okay, so just let you go. A question came in here. Barik says, how about those who are not scientists but have scientific knowledge? Can they submit their work on eradicating malaria?
Anybody can. Anybody can.
It's about, the theme is innovations in malaria control. So if you do have the innovations and you think you can back them with facts and scientific facts for that matter, so it's provable, it's verifiable, then certainly you're eligible.
Okay.
Now, age, no barrier. Subject, in terms of expertise, no barrier.
$100,000. Well, in today's Nigeria, that's a huge sum of money. But for a scientist, do you think that's going to encourage the kind of pool that you were expecting?
Yeah, it's prize money. I mean, by world standards, that is good money. So it's just an encouragement. It's not something that takes you into the laboratory, because just like Prof said, most scientists are already vocational. I mean, they're focused on their vocation, so they're doing their work. So this is an extra incentive, if you like, to do work in a specific area that will be of great benefit to our country, Nigeria.
And to humanity.
Yeah.
Okay, so call for entries has been put out, and when does that call close?
The call closes end of April, but because of the nature of science...
Next week.
Yes, but because of nature of science, the almost definite that advisory board will be a bit more liberal in accepting the entries. Because what we're looking for here is not necessarily those who submitted yesterday, but those who have devised something excellent enough to impact Nigeria as at the time that they're examining.
So if you're interested, you can still send in your entries. The prize money, of course, is $100,000, and the theme is Innovations on Malaria Control. That's the Nigeria Prize for Science 2016. Thank you very much for coming. Professor Pt.2 Susu is the chairman of the Science Advisory Board.
Thank you.
And Mr. Dr. Kudo Eresia,
it doesn't matter.
Je comprends, monsieur. He's the General Manager, External Relations, Nigeria LNG Limited.
Thank you.
very
Delighted
much
to be here always.
for coming
Thank
to
you
tell
for
us
great job.
about this. And we're all very excited because it has to do with malaria, which is killing a lot of our people. So we would look forward to hearing what ideas these scientists put forward as to how malaria can be controlled.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed.
Sunrise will return very, very shortly with yet another interesting conversation. Do join us.